Hey everybody, it's Josh. Welcome back to what is formerly known as the Landlord Harassment Channel. As you guys can see, I have not made a video in a while, and I will not be making one for another while. I wasn't even planning on making one today. But I've seen a video today that I felt like I had to respond to because a well-known YouTuber disrespected my city in a very sort of demeaning way. And I felt the need to respond to it. I normally don't do videos like this, but I'm just in that kind of mood today, so let's get into this. All right, so here's what happened. Sorry about that extra lighting or whatever. There's a guy, and there's a bunch of people doing this on YouTube, but there's a guy named Alex Rosen. He has a YouTube channel called PP Southeast Texas. And what he does is he catches child predators online. He has like people that pretend to be children online to set up meetings with potential child predators. And then he catches them in public and he films them and he turns over all that the information he has on them to the police. And all that's good. He's doing a great job with that stuff. So that's not what I'm knocking him for. He actually does a great job with that stuff. I've seen a bunch of his videos. I've seen other people doing videos. And like that. And hey, listen, I got nothing bad to say about that. Keep catching the predators. That's cool. Here's the problem. The problem is yesterday he posted a video where he caught a predator in my city, the city of Milwaukee. And throughout the entire video, he was making stupid little comments about the people of my city. What a safe place to live and work. What a nice place to live and work. Blah, blah, blah. This and that. Implying that he looks down on the poor people in my city. Now, the predator he caught was somebody that deserved to be caught. It was somebody who was about to literally molest a 3-year-old baby. And so he catches this predator, and he's filming them, and he's interviewing this predator and trying to get information out of him, and so on and so forth. Okay, so here's what happened. This predator's mom saw that there were people talking to this guy. They don't know why that Alex and his friends are talking to this guy. But he saw that there were people talking to this guy, and they felt like they might be intimidating his son, right? And this is a very dangerous neighborhood he was filming in. From what it looked like to me, it looked to be close to like 27th and Burleigh, in that area. And so this guy's mom, this predator's mom, she doesn't know he's a predator, okay? She doesn't know why they're there. Tells some of her friends that somebody is at her son's house messing with her son. So, a couple of their mom's friends show up at this house, and they're armed. And this Alex dude, this dude that's catching this predator, is sitting in his car, and the predator dude calls Alex, or Alex calls him, or something, like 10 minutes after all this. And the predator dude lets Alex know that, hey, I had to stop this guy from going up to your car and shooting you. He was going to shoot you. And so Alex starts making all these comments over the next couple of minutes about how these people are pussies because they were going to shoot him. And he's going to call 911 on them. First of all, how are you going to call someone else a pussy and then call 911 on that same person? Where do they do that at? You know what I'm saying? You're calling people pussies who you've never met before, but you're the one calling 911 when they're in your face. I mean, I don't even understand the logic of that. But anyway, Alex didn't take into account that that's a very dangerous neighborhood, and the reason that those guys showed up armed is because in that neighborhood, pretty much everybody is armed. So when they hear from this kid's mom that somebody's messing with their son, they assume that the person that's messing with them is armed. So they come over there armed as well. They're not trying to be, It's not like they enjoy being armed going over there. It's just that they felt like that's what they had to do. But Alex proceeds to call these people monkeys. Monkeys. He doesn't do this to their face. He does this from the safety of his car after those people are gone. And eventually those guys leave or whatever, and Alex gets to talk to the Predator dude again, and they meet in a different spot, a Walmart parking lot or something, and the Predator dude ends up getting arrested in a Walmart parking lot. Now, Alex, I'm going to look you right in your eyes. I'm going to tell you like this here. You're a punk. It's good that you're catching predators. I've seen some of your other videos. That's great. Keep doing that. Keep catching these people that are preying on our children. But you're talking down on my city, calling people monkeys, calling people wimps, not even knowing the context of a situation, making all kinds of comments, just looking down on people because they happen to be poor or from a bad environment or whatever. You ain't got no business doing that. You got no kind of business doing that. And let me tell you something about people from Milwaukee. Just because those guys came over there armed, that don't mean they won't pick up these and fight you if they feel like they can fight you fair. I dare you to go back to that neighborhood and challenge one of those guys to a fair one. I guarantee you that they'll head up with you if they feel like it's really going to be a fair one. I guarantee you're going to get your ass kicked too. You're like 6'7" and 350 pounds. You're basically all muscle. At least that's what you look like on YouTube. I mean, you got a fat belly and stuff like I do, but you seem to have a lot of muscle on you and be a really big dude. But you're going to hide in your car and talk smack about people while hiding in your car after they're gone already. And yet you're going to call them weak. And let's get to your monkeys comment for a minute. It's a largely black neighborhood, so I could accuse you of being racist, right? Because the term monkey has been used to describe black people by a lot of racist people. You said in some of your comments that you don't mean that as a racial term. You know what? Okay, I'm actually going to let you slide on that one because guess what? I don't even need the race angle to expose you for being the piece of shit that you are. Because even if you didn't call those people monkeys based on race, you did call them that based on their socioeconomic class, the fact that they live in a dangerous neighborhood, the fact that that neighborhood doesn't have a lot of money. So you're still somebody who's just looking down on poor people, whether they're white or black. It almost doesn't even matter. So I'll let you slide on the race thing for now. Because even without the race thing, you're still a piece of shit. And you made several other comments in that video that let me know that you don't like people who come from a poor background of any sort. And you said a few things in your other videos that I've let go, but I've overlooked them because you make some good catches, and I've seen a few of your videos, and you do good work. I'm not saying you don't, keep catching predators. You're good at it. When you talk down on my city, a certain section of my city, just because it's poor, just because people showed up with guns to protect their mom's friends in a neighborhood where everybody carries guns. What are they supposed to do? Show up there with their fists? They probably assume that you have a gun too. They don't know you. And you even admitted that in the video that their mom's friends did not know the situation. They didn't know that you were there to catch somebody who was being a child predator. They just know that you're their friend's son and they're going to come over and protect him. And when you're in a dangerous neighborhood like that and you go over to someone's house to protect them, you're going to bring guns with you because you can't come in empty-handed. But you made it like these are just animals just coming over with guns just because they just like to shoot people. You're lucky you got out of there, buddy. That's one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the entire country that you were in. But I got a challenge for you, Alex. Go back to my city talking the smack that you were talking. You don't even have to go to that neighborhood. Go to any neighborhood within city limits and make some of the comments you made. Just walk up to a group of guys, whites, blacks, white people, black people, Mexican people. Just pick somebody. It don't matter who it is. and run your big mouth. See what the fuck happens. You ain't going to do it because you just got a big mouth and you ain't got nothing to back that big mouth up with. You ain't courageous because you confront child molesters. I've yet to meet a child molester who's willing to stand up for himself and pick these up. So that don't make you brave. Confronting a child molester it don't take no courage to do that. Don't take no courage to do that. Because like I said, I have yet to meet a chomo that is willing to stand up for himself in a fair one. So that don't make you courageous. But go back to my city. Go back to Milwaukee. And like I said, it doesn't have to be that neighborhood. It doesn't have to be black people. Pick out some white people. Talk that same smack that you were talking. Talk that to them. See how that goes for you. And people will give you a fair one in Milwaukee. Just because there's a lot of shootings going on in Milwaukee doesn't mean that people won't pick these up and write you in a fair one. I know my city. There's a lot of people that'll pick these up and go a fair one with you. One-on-one. What do you say, Alex? I want to see you do it. You're a fucking punk. Like, you don't know my city. You don't know the history of my city. You don't know nothing. And I'm a white boy telling you this. And I consider myself pretty right-wing. So you and I are probably in agreement on a lot of issues. But you ain't got no business looking down on the poor people of my city. You're a straight goofball. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. For the rest of you, I'm gonna link the YouTube video that I'm talking about in the description. Now, I want you guys to know something. You're not going to hear a lot of this stuff in the YouTube video because he edited a lot of that out. But the YouTube video has a link to his Rumble video. And the Rumble video has that same video uncensored. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to link you to his YouTube video where he catches the predator in Milwaukee. And from that YouTube video, you'll be able to go over to his Rumble and see the uncensored version of that same video and see where, you know, he's calling the people of Milwaukee monkeys and this and that. So, by the way, for the rest of you who's worried about my health and the Haverkamp property situation, don't worry about Haverkamp. I got something coming for them. It's going to be about another month or so, but I got something coming from them. I'm dropping some knowledge, and I'm going to hurt Haverkamp. Let's put it that way. I'm going to hurt Haverkamp properties. They're not going to get away with this stuff. Legally speaking, I'm going to hurt them legally. That's what I'm saying, but I'm going to hurt them. And in about 2 weeks, I will have, I'm sorry I haven't done any updates on my health. In about 2 weeks, I will have 2 years of clean eating behind me. 2 years of not eating processed sugar. You guys know I've lost 150 pounds since May of 2021. Still working on losing more. So I'll have some videos about that too. But for right now, I'm basically not making videos and just kind of laying low and resetting myself, given all the stress that happened from, you know, the bogus eviction and everything like that. So I'm just taking care of some personal matters right now. But I'm going to link Alex's video that I'm talking about, that I'm responding to, in the description. And then even from that video alone, you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. But that's going to link to his Rumble. Then you're going to see the whole thing. And it's a bunch of nonsense. Alex, come back to my city. Pick out a group of guys. Or pick out any guy, really, within the city limits. Like I said, white guy, black guy, anything. Start making these stupid comments. See how far it gets you. That's all for now, guys. See you later.